Okay, last time I was here I had it only cleaned to about right by this hazelnut bush that you can see here. That's a hazelnut bush. And this morning I came out and I did all of this. So I came through here by hand with a butcher knife. I went all the way around this thing and got to this horseradish. Decided to leave this stuff alone for a minute while I went and had lunch. Didn't come back to it, but I have some. There's at least, I can see 2 Jerusalem artichokes sticking out there right now. So the Jerusalem artichoke, I have to remember that it's there, and I might just let it grow up a little bit more. And I'll come back and clean out this mess here next time and finish up the front. And anyway, the mound over here I did about half again. I did the far side, so I pretty much left this part here as wild as possible, and then I went through here and threw all the stuff into the swale. Just cleaned it up a bit, cleaned off this edge so that my mint gets a little bit more sunlight. Some animal went in here and chopped down a bunch of my good plants. I had a few other things growing here and only left one of my mints. Maybe another part of a mint is still alive, but some mouse or something came in and dug it up. Makes me kind of mad. So I know I have more pumpkins in here. I didn't go digging for much, but I thought I better clean out this side a little bit just to get some more sunlight in there. And for example, if I put my camera in here, there's a pumpkin, for example, and there's another pumpkin there. So I had 30 something pumpkins on this mound. I don't know how many of them are still growing, but they're inside the mess of all this mustard. So since I didn't do the other side, there's no sense showing you the other side here. But looks nicer when I have it cleaned up, doesn't it? First time I've noticed it on my own stuff here. This is comfrey. That's about 3 feet tall. I've got a big comfrey plant right there, so that's good to know. It's the first time I've seen comfrey down here. I guess it's been here all along, I just never noticed it in this mess. Good. I'll have to divide its roots and grow more of it closer to the garden. Anyway, I'll keep my eye out for that too. So that's unweeded on the front side here. Some boar actually came through here and they tore a path through this. You can't see the path now because I cut it all down, but they actually tore a path through this exactly where I had the brick, which was kind of fun. So they used my path. I cut everything here just short. I've still got some I've got some potato plants in here. And I just didn't want to cut it completely, so I left lots of stems from the Himalayan balsam. And I cleared up that backside here, going back all the way to the end. Got some really pretty flax flowers growing in there with the mustard. Got lots of beans growing. I should put up some poles for the beans, but I don't have enough poles to go around, or any string right now, so I didn't. But I cleared this out because pretty soon these pumpkin plants are going to go everywhere. I assume that they're going to try to go towards this log and maybe climb up the log. And so I just wanted to cut that stuff down so the pumpkins have a head start. If you look on some of the pumpkin leaves, you can see a bunch of eggshells. I had microwaved them, and I just decided to throw them up and down the whole thing. There's quite a few amaranth growing in this as well, which is really encouraging. Maybe they'll grow up and make a nice hole for some of the pumpkin vines. But I assume that these vines really want to stretch out. They'll probably hit this. Log and climb up the log and up the tree here. Not too long from now. You can see this one's over the swale. I tried to put all the weeds I could in the swale to help with dehydration of water. And I left a couple of these Himalayan balsam plants to act as poles for beans. And we'll see if that works. Since they're going to be here anyway, I thought I might as well use them in their natural state. So, yeah. There's a couple stinging nettles I can pull out and some vines I can pull out. That's just a vine. Don't need it, but maybe the pumpkin will grow up it, who knows. Anyway, leaving this stuff the way it is. This is all amaranth in here. I probably should thin it out, but I figured the slugs will do it for me, so I didn't do too much to it. And it's interesting that some of it's at different stages when it was all planted at the same time. But I do have it up and down this whole snake mound, which is, as I said earlier, very encouraging. Here is one plant. I don't remember what it is. It's probably a white radish, but I don't know. I think I had a few of these growing a few years back. It's the only one I see. Shoot, I got so many mosquitoes on me right now. I have blood on my forehead. Alright. Anyway, here's the head of the snake mound. Looking back. Looks totally different than when there was nothing growing on it, right? And quickly, I can march over to my beans. I decided just to set up at first I set up a tripod, then I found I had more beans, and I kind of weeded the corner here. So I just made a tripod system, and then added more and more poles to it, just to get something for the beans to climb up. It looks like I have about 10 healthy bean plants out of about 40. So the slugs got the rest. Maybe the mice got a few, but it was mostly slugs that chewed them down. So I saw their stems after the slugs took care of them. So we'll see how many beans we get off of this little tiny plot. It's pretty shady. So my experiment is working. So what that means to me is any piece of ground I can plant something on down here, maybe I should in the future. Once I learn how to do this properly, I'll have a better system. For now, it's all experimentation. Alright, again, so nothing new has happened inside the old mound. Just tried to finish weeding the outside. Last time I was out here, there was a snake right here. So the snake slithered from right there up into these when I saw it, into these stinging nettles. So I had planned on weeding this whole garden today, but I did so much swinging of my arms, and my arms are stinging from stinging nettles. I decided I better do it another time because I did a lot of cutting and my arms are tired. Here's a mint. This is a mint that my friend gave me a few years back, and I'm surprised it's growing because I didn't see much of it last year. And my chocolate mint is great. It's just everywhere here. That's chocolate mint in there. I've got even growing down below. So there's a blackberry right here and raspberries right here. So we'll see if they grow. Jerusalem artichokes poking up. There's a few scattered here and there. Anyway. Look at the other mound from here. They don't usually fly right over me here. Well, guess they were routing them around to land in a different way. They don't usually come from that angle at all. He's circling to the right, and the airport's way to the left. So, anyway, that's a strange airplane.